Mason, I know this is obviously not the way you want the season to end, but I mean, man, what a ride it was for you and your teammates. Just what are the thoughts right now?
Uh, Emotional. Nobody wants to lose in their last game, but only one team can win in their last game. That's not going to be us this year, but we had a great group of guys, especially the seniors were real close. We all grew up together, been on the same team for forever. So, I mean, we'll be back for other sports, but football's over.
Handful of really big explosive plays for you in the first half. What were you seeing in those? What were you doing that allowed you to have the production that you did early on?
They were putting me one-on-one in man coverage, and I like to use my speed to just get past them. And Garrett was able to give me a good ball. Line was able to protect long enough for him to get the ball, and led to some catches.
On the defensive side, I mean, they obviously have a really good ground game. What kind of challenges are they presenting to you guys?
It was super challenging, the physicality and the misdirection that they have in their offense. I wasn't a huge part of offense today, but I mean, very physical team that is just going to run the ball. They won't get bored of it, and it's very tough to stop.
You've had quite the run at Underwood. You look at your 4 years. You play in two state semifinals. You play in two state quarterfinals. When you reflect on your time wearing that jersey, what's going to stand out to you?
I've made an impact, but I just want to be able to motivate the kids that are in middle school, elementary, that are wanting to come up and play Underwood football, and show them that it's possible to get to state, hopefully go win it someday, and keep your nose down and keep working.
Maybe in the moment it's not any consolation, but do you take pride in the fact of like, hey, I've been a part of leaving this program in a better place than it was when I took over?
Yeah, before our class, we'd only been to the Domes in 2002. And so for our senior class to get there twice, it's really special to us. But, I mean, we wanted to get farther, not satisfied with it, but it's cool.
Garrett, I know this is obviously not the way you want the season to end, and I'm sure this stings a lot. Just what are the thoughts right now?
I'm just really sad. Not necessarily that we lost a football game, but that I'm never gonna step on the field with some of those guys again. I'm gonna miss them a lot.
First drive of the game, you guys march right down the field, and really in the first half, moved the ball well. I mean, how were you guys? I know you're down going in a half, but how were you guys feeling after the first half?
I mean, we felt like we were still in it. We were down. I think 8 maybe. I mean, we felt good. We knew we were still in it, but we just weren't able to get the job done.
Turnovers in the second half were obviously huge. And I know those are ones you're going to want back. When you reflect on those, is there anything that you're like, man, if I would have done this differently, if we could have done this differently?
I mean, I don't know. Not throwing the 2 interceptions. I mean, not fumbling. Just that's really it.
Heck of a ride this year. When you look back on it, what's going to stand out?
The group of seniors. This is the best group of seniors this program has ever had, and I'm gonna miss them.
I can tell it stings right now. I mean, how much of like a motivator is this going forward for you?
It's a huge motivator because I want to get back here next year and hopefully not lose in the first round and hopefully put up 2 more wins next year.
Coach, I know this is always the hardest part. I mean, just what'd you tell the guys in the locker room?
No, I just told them I was proud of them. Told the seniors, thank you for furthering our program along to this point. We don't take these opportunities for granted, and they were a big part of 4 quarterfinal games and 2 semifinals. So just told them thank you.
Their ground game obviously was really good today. What did they do well? What adjustments did you guys try to make to combat that?
They are able to put pressure on you in a lot of ways. Just with their run game, they had a variety of things working: inside run, outside run. A variety of guys that carries the ball. I mean, Zero goes out of the game. He's probably arguably their best runner, and then they just, plug somebody else in and does a great job. So, we just couldn't get timely stops when we needed them. Couldn't quite get off the field, and kudos to them for making plays.
Get a stop on the first drive, you go down and you score. How were you guys feeling after that?
Pretty confident. Obviously a 3-and-out was what we wanted to start. Hit a big play, I think, to Mason on the sideline to kind of set up that touchdown there. Feeling good to start the game. We just, we gave them the ball back, and then they marched down and scored, and we just couldn't keep the momentum.
3 turnovers in the second half. I mean, how backbreaking were those?
Yeah, we don't get a lot of possessions in a game like this, especially since they were successful running the football as much as they were. So, yeah, I mean, when we give up 3 possessions, I mean that isn't great. They made some really good plays, for those 3 turnovers. But yeah, in hindsight, yeah, we can't give up those possessions.
Aside from the turnovers, I know coaches don't love the what ifs, but is there anything else you look back on and go, man, if we just could have done this differently, or we needed this to go our way?
We didn't force any turnovers, and in a game like this, I think we probably lost the turnover battle 3-0 then, or whatever it was. But yeah, I mean we didn't do good enough job of getting takeaways and didn't secure the ball well enough. And I don't know about what ifs. I don't like to think about those necessarily, but yeah, obviously we need to win the turnover battle or come closer in order to pick up a win here.
Heck of a year. When you reflect on it, what's going to stand out?
The senior group and their willingness to get better on a daily basis. We played a lot better than we did a year ago in this game, it still didn't result in a win, but I appreciate everything they've done for our program, everything they've done for me in particular, and it's a special group. It's one of the best groups to ever walk through Underwood, so it's going to be tough to replace them.